Hi guys, welcome back to my channel again. And today I will be sharing some of my learnings from the Jay Shetty podcast. If you don't know who is Jay Shetty, I will give you a brief idea that he is a motivational speaker and he runs his own podcast on YouTube. Also, you can just listen to his podcast, and this is all about him. So I just listened few podcasts of him, and what I find from this podcast after listening, that some of the learnings I have to share with you guys. So the learnings are very common, right? Every person has its own uniqueness, but the learnings that I gain from this podcast is very common, and the common points I want to share with this video. So, what I learned through this podcast, I will share one by one. So, my first point will be like whenever you start any work, like any project you are working on, or any side hustle you have, anything, any work you are working, that that can be longer than that can require more than 1 month or 1 year or 1 week, just these kind of works, not the work of daily basis, but a frequent span of time work, then we should definitely set a goal for these kind of work, because goals give us motivation and to achieve them, like it keep us the record, like we have a track that okay, I have to complete this much up to this time. So we should give us a deadline while doing any task. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to say, that goal is very important, but whatever you are doing in your task, you should have a goal setting, that I want to complete that task on that time, and I want to achieve that much from this task. So it is very important. That is a learning I have learned from the podcast. Second learning I have with me is like while you are in your process of achieving these goals, sometimes are hard and sometimes are very good. So what these people who are coming on this podcast, they were saying that uh, don't be so impatient with yourself. You should have to be very patient. Like sometimes we lose patience so easily, that this doesn't work and this isn't happening. So we don't have to lose patience. Like yeah, it is difficult to have patience, but we have to manage it, because we have we have to be very clear that why we have started and what we have to do with it. So we have to be patient enough in the journey, that I have to be calm and patient, you have to tell yourself. So this is also a very good learning to an individual, like whatever you are doing, you have to be patient enough in their journey, because otherwise things will get shattered and you will lose something. So this is also a very good learning. Be patient enough while you are achieving your goals. And what I observe from the people who are successful and those who are coming in the podcast and share their journey throughout the podcast, that they believe in their self so much, like so truly they are believing in their self, and they are so honest with their self. Like if the things is not working out, they're so honest, like okay, I am accountable for this problem. Like they do not blame anybody, they do not compare their journey with others, and they're so accountable. Like we tell that we have to be accountable, but they living it, like they just admitted that I am accountable of my work. If something is not done on their way that they want, they are so accountable that okay, I haven't achieved it because I don't do this thing. I will do it better. This kind of things they are saying. So this is also very good thing that I observed in these persons, that they are accountable to their goals and their work. They do not blame anybody for their loss or win also. They are just so accountable. One of the most important thing is there is no shortcut to achieve something. There is no shortcut to achieve something. Belief and patience along with hard work is very very important. Like if you have only belief and patience, it is not enough. Working hard is very important to achieve anything. There is no shortcut. Like if somebody gives you a shortcut that do that thing in that way, it will reach your goal early. So it is not worth it. You have to put sufficient amount of effort and time and patience through your end to achieve anything you want, because hard work is a key. Like, you cannot run away from the hard work, because if you run away, you will not achieve the way that you want. So this is also very important, that you have to be just very clear in your head that I have to work hard for whatever I have set for myself. So it is very important. The best learning from the podcast I have observed is that uh, they do not multitask, because if we do multitasking, we just divert our attention, and that is lost to ourselves. That is why we increase our efficiency of the work, and we also lose concentration. Like, some people say smart people do multitasking, but what I meant to say here is that you can do multitasking, like you can do many work in a day that you assign to yourself. But whatever work you are doing on that particular time, on that time you do not have to do any other work, because it will divert your attention, and it will use your focus. So that's why, if you get it to 80%, then it will be reduced to 60%. So it is not be going to work out, because there are so many things running in your mind, that I want to do these things at that particular time. So it will be good that to keep your mind at peace and doing one single thing at a time. So yeah, this is also very important to adopt this habit. That it is very good, like having a single tasking thing is very good, that you are fully satisfied with your work, that okay, I have done this much thing with my full heart and full satisfaction, and you will be feel happy about it. So the things that I observed in these podcasts and I learned from this podcast. So I will be sharing quickly again that one thing, whatever you are doing, any work, just assign goal or give deadline to yourself, because it is very important to keep track. And second, believe and patience, like having believe in yourself, that why are you doing this and why it is important to you, and being patient, because patience is a key. Like, if you lose patience, things get shattered, and it is not worth to doing that, right? And third, hard work. There's no shortcut for anything. You have to do work hard. Until how much time it will take, you have to work hard. That is only the key. There is no other way to get the things. You have to do work hard. And fourth, do not do multitasking. Keep assign your task in that way, that you have to do one task at a time, because it will not divert your attention. It will give you more focus, more concentration, and you will be fully satisfied with your work. So yeah, these all are the things that I have learned from this podcast, and these are the common answers that I observe in every podcast that I listen. So I thought of sharing with you, because that is very powerful points. If we implement all these things, that will definitely help us in some or the other way. So this is all for this video, guys, and I will be coming with more such informative videos for you very soon. Until then, bye.